Hello again. I thought I'd have a quick look as I was messing about with stamps earlier. I came upon these albums and I haven't opened for a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd go through. Oh, what have we got here? So, well, this is my Germany, one of my Germany folders. But as it had, it's a folder I created myself. Not by that I mean I bought it and I decided to call it the Germany folder. It looks like I was putting postage paraphernalia in there. What have we got here? What are these in here? I think these are, yeah, DDR, so, yeah, this, I think they've been put in here for me to get round to sorting, to sorting out in some way properly. So, yeah, bit of a aide de memoire here for the GDR. Many gaps, as you can imagine, but what I do is I just load up with stamps according to their year. I won't put them in monthly order or weekly order or whatever it is. But yeah, some sort of idea about this. 68, I seem to be running out of room there. 69. 70, 71, 72. 80. Well, that's interesting. Here we've got a, what do we call this, a sheeplet? Yeah. Looks like this. You know what, using these tweezers and they're just not working for me. There, that's better. Yeah. So I dedicated these stock pages so that, oh, there's another block there. Lighthouse block, and here's a, possibly belongs in my space collection, which is higgledy-piggledy in itself, so maybe I should just leave it here. So yeah, GD, oh, more. Yeah. Up to 1990, which I think saw the end of the DDR. So what have we got next? Kaiserliche, Königliche Österreichische Post. Quite long-winded. 1867 to 1918, so... the Austria-Hungarian Empire. So yes, that came to an end at the end of the First World War. So I seem to have done some work here. Getting them hinged up, getting them surrounded by a bit of pen and ink. Yeah. 80th birthday of Emperor Joseph, Franz Joseph. Yeah, where I can find maybe, I don't know, a cancel. I'm not sure. I don't think I've done very well with the cancels there. But it was an interesting thing, so nothing there. Reich Post. What have we got here? 1891 to 99. Stamps. Reich Post again. 1899. Yeah, we've got a Berlin office. See the Berlin there. Was it 1896? So I'm getting more and more information that I could add to it. Yeah, that's on card. Yeah, not worth anything, obviously, but I thought they were nice to have. Then Germania. So that is a series of stamps that lasted, looks like 2 years. There she is. See her properly there. And then down here, I decided to store this 1 penny Boer War era South Africa stamp. Keep it nice and safe in there. And here we've got another Germany stamp. Yeah, Austro-Hungarian. Then we got, what have we got here? The inflationaries that I've got quite a lot of them scattered all over. And it looks like I've got Bayern, Bavaria, more Bavaria, more Bavaria, so quite a lot of Bavaria stuff. Bayern. They're quite nice. Some overprints there. That's quite nice. Neat. Ooh. So that's, I'm not saying it's a complete set, but it's a nice little set there. And we've got a nice little set here also. Again, overprints, and there's another of those Germanias. Not sure what it's doing in here. Possibly I saw the overprint, so it decided to be put there. Saxony, Württemberg. Nice Reich post. Reich post at the bottom. Deutsche Reich post. And then I seem to have some sort of, again, aid, memory aid. So Reich post is appearing here, Nazi Germany, Weimar and Imperial. And then after reunification. Right, Germania cancelled, so I must have separated these when they've got a nice little cancel on them. For example, is there any good examples here? No, I'm afraid. Mainz. Some Mainz, it's pretty clear there. 1900, let's put the date. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Germania issued Deutsches Reich. 1st of April 02 to 04. Again, what information I could glean from the stamp I just printed out underneath. Made it look something. Yeah, right, that's Germany, Hamburg. So I seem to be getting cut out, maybe. Not all cut out, but a lot of maybe there was some Hamburg collection that I managed to get hold of, or came with something I bought. Not sure. Germany 75 to 99, Krone, Adler, Crown and Eagle. Can we see a good example of that? You can see the eagle there, the crown on top. Yes, that's quite nice. And more, 89 to 90. North Germany. Germany was like an area rather than a country. Causing all sorts of problems, as you can imagine, into the 20th century. So we've got some dates here for stuff. So 1920s Germany, interesting time there. And 1990, 1929, Deutsches Reich. Look at that one, 3,000 mark. 25 mark, 1923. 3,000 mark, 1923. A nice airmail postage stamp. And yeah, I think they're quite nice. Turnover, Lankwitz, Berlin, area of Berlin. Here we've got some more generalised, so I've sort of individually marked these because I didn't have anywhere to really put them. But some, look at that nice early one, Norddeutsche, 1869, 1 Groschen. That's quite nice. 14, less nice. 67, a newspaper stamp. 1872, German Empire. Maréchal Pétain, 1942. So that's Vichy France, you may call it. Germany, 79. So, interesting little bits in there. Then we got some Hitler heads, and we got some other stamps, Hindenburg stamps there. Yeah. And then we go here, and we've got some sort of something or other. And then our prices, I thought I'll just keep that in there. So, yeah, that's that folder. Well, I'll tell you what, that's just one folder. Got these others yet. What have we got? Upside down. Oh, I know what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you straight away to the space. Not the space. The Antarctic. So I added this today. Found this in the Argentina. One of many Argentina stamps I've got in the Arts and Crafts box. So it's like here we've got. See this? This is the Belgian area of Antarctica. So it's classed as an Antarctic stamp. And here we've got the same here, Republica Argentina. Their land on that landmass. Hungary here, Spain, by the look of it, bloke's boat. Now, of course, Antarctica is closed to every country. It's an open thing, but it's closed at the same time. They don't want people going there. Antarctic geology, New Zealand stamp. Captain Scott, James Cook, Antarctica, the Australian. What is this here? Russia. And a modern day stamp. So that was quite nice. I do like the Antarctic. Not that I've ever been. Not that I ever will. Those days are gone. If you're going to do it, do it. So I've got all my, well, not all my drawings, but some of my drawings, some of my notes. More Germany. So you can see I'm a Germany fan. But these are just sheets that I picked up at auction. Just that I wanted them, and to see if I can fill in blanks or maybe start a collection of my own with other people's stuff. You've got to get stamps from somewhere, haven't you? And then you've got sheets from albums, more, and there's more, lots more. Whoever had these made little notes by them. I tend to get excited about them, and then they come and I put them down and I don't pick them up then for the next 6 months. Okay, they're all hinged nicely there. That's nice. What's this? That's quite nice. Yeah. So Germany, Berlin. Yeah, that's quite nice. I mean, that's a common. Yeah, there's some nice stamps there. Slightly higgledy-piggledy. Who am I to say that? Not a criticism, because this is less higgledy-piggledy than mine. With what I do with my stuff, but you can see page after page that I picked up really for a song. These are quite nice. Most of which I would not have seen in my arts and crafts, so there are bargains to be had out there. Yeah, it's not coming on there. and then it finishes. And then finally, what have we got here, Peter? Just to finish off, that's Great Britain. We'll leave it at that for now. Just sort of pop in and say hello and show, and with you, open these folders that I have not seen for a couple of months, I'd say. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.